Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Once upon a time, in a faraway corner of the night sky, there was a tiny star named Twinkle. Twinkle was very small, but she shone with all her might, making the sky sparkle and glow with her bright light. Every night, she would twinkle brightly, lighting up the dark sky for everyone on Earth to see. But even though Twinkle was a star, she had one big wish. She wanted to know what it would be like to be close to the people below. She wanted to see the world through their eyes and bring a little more magic to their lives. One evening, as Twinkle twinkled her brightest, she felt a soft breeze blow across the sky. The breeze whispered, "Twinkle, you're already so bright, but I think it's time for you to go on a special adventure. The world below is waiting for you." Twinkle's heart fluttered with excitement. "What kind of adventure?" she asked the breeze. "You're going to visit the earth," the breeze said. "But don't worry. You can still twinkle. You just need to get a little closer to the ground." Without hesitation, Twinkle decided to take the journey. She drifted lower and lower through the sky, passing other stars that twinkled in the distance as she headed toward the earth. As Twinkle came closer, she saw something wonderful. A meadow filled with flowers, a peaceful forest, and a little house where a family of people lived. It was quiet and calm, and the night felt magical. She hovered just above the roof of the house and looked down at the little children who were getting ready for bed. A little girl, no older than 4, stood by the window, gazing up at the sky. She had just finished her bath, her hair wrapped in a towel, and she was getting ready for her bedtime story. She sighed happily, admiring the stars. Twinkle's heart glowed even brighter when she saw the little girl. "I want to make her night special," Twinkle thought. She twinkled just a little more brightly and began to glow in different colors, soft pinks, blues, and purples, casting a rainbow of light across the sky. The little girl gasped in wonder, her eyes wide with delight. "Mom, look! The stars are dancing!" the little girl shouted excitedly. Twinkle smiled, happy to bring joy to someone's heart. She knew she couldn't stay forever, but she could share a little magic before she returned to the sky. The little girl's mother came over and smiled as she watched the stars twinkle and shimmer. "It's a special night," she said. "The stars are showing us their magic." Twinkle felt her heart fill with warmth, and she knew that, even from far away in the sky, she could still bring happiness and light to others. She floated a little higher, feeling the wind gently carry her back toward the stars. Before she left, Twinkle looked down at the little girl one last time. "Good night, little one," she whispered softly. "You'll always have my twinkle to guide you through the night." As Twinkle slowly ascended back into the sky, she couldn't help but feel proud of the adventure she had just had. She had learned that even though she was just one tiny star, she had the power to bring light and wonder to others. Back in her place, high above the earth, Twinkle twinkled a little more brightly than before. She realized that she didn't need to be the biggest star to make a difference. All she needed was to shine with kindness and love. From that night on, every time the little girl looked up at the sky, she would see Twinkle's bright, colorful glow and remember the special star who had brought magic to her night. And Twinkle, well, she continued to twinkle with all her heart, knowing that her light was making the world just a little brighter. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, shining brightly from afar. And that was how Twinkle found her place in the sky, knowing that even the smallest star could make the world a little more magical. Sweet dreams, and may your little one always feel the magic of Twinkle's light. Once upon a time, far, far away, in the vast and magical night sky, there lived a tiny star named Sparkle. Sparkle wasn't the largest or the brightest star in the sky, but she had something even more special, an incredibly kind heart. Every night, Sparkle twinkled as brightly as she could, hoping to make the world below a little happier with her gentle glow. But sometimes Sparkle felt a little lonely. The other stars were much bigger and more radiant than her. Sometimes they didn't notice the little things happening below, like the soft breeze or the rustling of leaves. Sparkle wished she could do something more, something special, to help. One peaceful evening, as the sky darkened and the moon began to rise, Sparkle noticed something unusual down in a quiet meadow below. A little bunny with soft fluffy fur was sitting by herself, looking up at the sky with sad eyes. She was alone, and her tiny nose twitched as though she was searching for something. "Why do you look so sad, little bunny?" Sparkle asked, her light flickering softly in the night. The bunny, hearing the gentle voice, looked up at the little star. "Oh, hello, dear star," she said in a small voice. "I'm lost. I was hopping around, but now I can't find my way home. Everything looks so different in the dark." Sparkle's heart felt a warm glow. She couldn't bear to see anyone sad or alone, and especially not a little bunny. "Don't worry," she said. "I'll help you find your way home." Sparkle knew the bunny must be scared, so she twinkled brighter than ever, casting a soft, comforting glow over the meadow. "Come with me, little bunny. Follow my twinkle, and I'll guide you." The bunny felt a little braver now. She could see Sparkle's light shining just for her, lighting up the way ahead. With each hop, the bunny felt a little less afraid, knowing Sparkle's light was there to guide her. Together, they traveled through the darkened forest, past tall trees whose branches swayed gently in the breeze, through fields of soft green grass that rustled as the night air passed by. Every now and then, the bunny would glance up at Sparkle, her tiny eyes sparkling with gratitude. "Thank you for helping me," the bunny whispered. "I would never have found my way without you." Sparkle beamed, her light glowing even brighter. "You're very welcome, little bunny. We'll find your home soon." They crossed a small stream, the cool water sparkling in the moonlight. The bunny was starting to recognize some familiar landmarks. "I think I'm getting closer," she said with a little hop of joy. Finally, after a short while, they reached a cozy little burrow nestled at the base of a large oak tree. The bunny's family was waiting for her, their faces lighting up when they saw their little one safely hopping back. "Oh, thank you, kind star," said the bunny's mother, who had been waiting anxiously. "You brought our little one back home." Sparkle smiled down from the sky, her light soft and warm. "It was my pleasure. I'm just happy you're all together again." The bunny gave Sparkle one last look as she snuggled into her soft, warm bed with her family. "Good night, Sparkle," she whispered. "I'll always look up at you and remember how you helped me." Sparkle twinkled brightly in response, her heart full of happiness. "Sweet dreams, little bunny. Rest well." As the night grew deeper and the stars shimmered above, Sparkle continued to shine, her light glowing brighter than ever. She knew that she might be small compared to the other stars, but in that moment she had done something very special. She had helped a friend find their way home. And from that night on, every time the little bunny looked up at the stars, she remembered the kind little star who had guided her when she needed it most. And Sparkle, well, she continued to shine each night, knowing that her light made the world a little brighter, a little warmer, and a little kinder. Once upon a time, in a faraway corner of the universe, there was a tiny shy star named Lumi. Lumi wasn't like the other stars that danced and twinkled boldly in the night sky. She was quiet and soft, and her glow was just a little dimmer than the others. Every night, Lumi watched the bigger stars light up the heavens with their brilliant sparkles. They sang songs together and made constellations that people on Earth admired. But Lumi didn't think her light was special enough to join them. She stayed tucked away in a little patch of the sky, hiding behind wisps of cosmic clouds. One evening, as Lumi gazed down at Earth, she noticed a small child sitting by a window. The child looked sad and lonely, staring up at the stars. Lumi felt a pang of warmth in her heart. She wondered if she could do something to help the child feel better. Carefully, Lumi peeked out from behind her cloud. She mustered all her courage and gave the smallest shimmer she could manage. It wasn't very bright, but it was gentle and kind. To her surprise, the child's face lit up with a smile. "Look," the child whispered to a stuffed bear, pointing at Lumi. "A little star just for me." Encouraged by the child's joy, Lumi decided to shine just a bit more. Her soft glow danced across the child's room, wrapping everything in a warm, golden light. The child giggled and clapped, feeling like the loneliest corners of the world had disappeared. Night after night, Lumi returned to the same spot in the sky to keep the child company. She couldn't sparkle as brightly as the bigger stars, but her gentle light became the child's favorite. Lumi's glow felt like a hug, calm and safe, like a lullaby sung by the universe itself. One night, the moon noticed Lumi's dedication and floated closer to her. "Lumi," the moon said in its deep, soothing voice, "you have a gift that no other star has. You make people feel loved in the quietest, most magical way. That's something truly special." Hearing these words, Lumi began to glow just a little brighter, but not too much. She liked being a quiet light in the sky. She realized that even small stars could bring big comfort to the world. From then on, the child always looked for Lumi before bed, whispering, "Good night, my little star," before falling asleep. And Lumi, no longer shy or uncertain, would glow her softest, warmest light, singing a lullaby in her own quiet way. And so, Lumi learned that it doesn't matter how big or bright you are. What matters is the love and comfort you bring to others. As you drift to sleep tonight, remember that somewhere, a little star like Lumi is shining just for you. Once upon a time, in the vast and endless sky, there was a baby moon named Milo. Milo wasn't like the big, round and bright moon you see lighting up the world. Milo was small and shy, just learning how to shine. He had a soft, silvery glow that flickered gently, like a candle in the breeze. Every evening when the sun finished its long day of shining, it would tuck Milo into the sky. "It's your turn now, little one," the sun would say warmly. "Shine as brightly as you can, so all the creatures below feel safe and loved while they sleep." Milo would nod bravely, but deep inside he wasn't sure he could do it. After all, he wasn't as big or as bright as the grown-up moons who could fill the whole night sky with light. Milo's glow was small, and he worried it wasn't enough. One night, Milo floated quietly in the sky, trying his best to shine. He peeked down at the world below and saw the earth bathed in shadows. The stars twinkled around him, bright and confident, but Milo felt too small to make a difference. "What if I'm not bright enough?" Milo whispered to himself. He sighed and let his light dim just a little, feeling sad. As he watched the quiet world below, Milo noticed a little rabbit hopping across a grassy field. The rabbit's ears twitched nervously, and it stopped to look around. The field was dark, and the rabbit seemed unsure of where to go. Then the rabbit lifted its head and looked up at the sky. "Hello, little moon," the rabbit said softly. "Your glow is just enough to light my way home. Thank you for shining." Milo blinked in surprise. "I helped?" he asked, his silvery light flickering a little brighter. The rabbit nodded and hopped a few steps closer. "Oh yes, the night is so dark without you. Your gentle glow is perfect for quiet creatures like me." Feeling braver, Milo shone just a little more, sending a soft silver light across the field. The rabbit twitched its nose happily. The rabbit then hopped off toward its cozy burrow. As the night went on, Milo began to notice other animals finding comfort in his light. A sleepy fox padded softly through the forest, guided by Milo's glow. A bird perched on a branch, singing a quiet song of thanks before tucking its head under its wing. Even a family of bears, snuggled together in a cave, looked up at Milo's light and felt warm and safe. Milo's heart filled with joy. "Maybe my light doesn't have to be the brightest," he thought. "Maybe it's okay to be small and soft, as long as I'm helping someone." When morning came, the sun rose slowly, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold. "Good morning, Milo," the sun said kindly. "You did a wonderful job last night. Your gentle light made the world feel peaceful and safe." Milo smiled shyly. "Do you think I'm enough?" he asked softly. The sun beamed down at him. "Oh, my little moon, you are more than enough. Your soft light is just what the world needs. You bring calm and comfort, and that's a very special kind of light." From then on, Milo floated proudly in the night sky, shining his silvery glow for all the creatures below. He no longer worried about being as bright as the big moons. He knew that his gentle light was perfect just the way it was. So, whenever you look out your window at night and see the moon glowing softly in the sky, remember Milo. He's up there, shining just for you, keeping you safe as you drift off to sleep. Once upon a time. High up in the night sky, there lived a gentle, sleepy moon named Luna. Luna was very kind and loved watching over the world as it fell asleep. Every evening, as the sun set and the stars began to twinkle, Luna would rise to the sky, casting her soft, silvery light over the earth. One evening, as Luna rose higher and higher, she noticed something unusual. The stars were being a little too noisy. They were twinkling and giggling, bouncing around like playful children, not ready to settle down for the night. "Luna, Luna," they called, shining brightly. "Come join us. It's so much fun." Luna smiled softly. She loved the stars, but she also knew it was time for everyone to rest. "Little stars," she said gently, "it's time for bed. The world below is ready for sleep, and so must you be." "But we don't want to sleep yet," one star said, twinkling a little faster. "We want to keep shining bright." Luna thought for a moment. She knew the stars needed their rest, just like everyone else. "You can shine as brightly as you want in your dreams," she told them. "Close your twinkling eyes for just a little while, and I'll help you drift off to sleep. Tomorrow, when the sun rises, we'll all wake up together." The stars hesitated for a moment, but Luna's soft voice was so soothing that they couldn't resist. One by one, they closed their little eyes, still glowing faintly as they settled into a peaceful slumber. Luna continued to watch over them, her light gentle and comforting. The earth below grew quiet, with the soft sounds of the night carrying through the air. The animals in the forest were tucked into their homes. The trees swayed with the breeze, and even the flowers seemed to nod off for a peaceful night. As Luna gazed down, she whispered, "Good night, little stars. Good night, world. Sleep tight, and may your dreams be sweet." With the stars finally resting, Luna settled into her own soft glow, content knowing that the night was peaceful and calm. The moon stayed high in the sky, watching over the sleeping world, ready to welcome a new day when the morning light began to rise. And so the stars and the moon took their rest, their dreams filled with light, waiting for the next night's adventure.